Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised, and, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
Welcome to another episode of Geekmen and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I am Dustin.
And I'm Zombie. And it's another exciting episode of It's Frickin' Figures.
That's right.
Tonight's going to be a little bit different. We're going to change things up a little bit. Not much. Still our familiar, format or whatever. But we have a couple of people joining us again. Bruce is waiting in the wings. Let's bring him in. And we have... Trey, aka Toynomic Displays, he's going to join us tonight.
What's going on?
How's it going?
Thanks for
y'all having me on.
Right? Yeah.
I'm actually sitting here chopping up some vegetables. I'm making an omelet. I'm having breakfast for dinner.
Nice. There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, I love a good breakfast for dinner.
Absolutely.
Part toy show, part cooking show. So.
Yeah, I hear that.
So, I want to get right into it, actually. Dustin, I had Trey here send you a box, and I was trying to keep it a secret, and then, like Friday, off air, we were talking, and I overheard you talking about a box. You didn't know what it was, where it was coming from, and I finally had to say, okay, I've got somebody sending you something. Somebody was Trey. So, without further ado, Dustin, right. I'm going to get you to start off what's in the box this time.
All right, I'm starting off what's in the box. Let me do this thing. I'll do that, and
so a little
damaged.
A little history here is. I was watching Trey's show that he does with his two buddies, Action Figure Alliance, and I won something.
Yep.
And so instead of having it shipped to me, I was like, you know what, Trey, can you ship this to my buddy Dustin?
That's so awesome, man. Shout out to you for doing that. I was like, hit me up. Let me know where you want me to ship this thing. And he's like, actually, I want you to send it to my buddy. I was like, oh, that's so cool. So... actually, there's more than just the giveaway in that box.
All right.
Yeah, and they regularly do giveaways over there on that show. So check them out. It's a really good show. It's really well produced too.
Thank you.
It's Action Figure Alliance.
Yeah. Make sure we get that in there. All right. Here it goes. Oh boy. Ooh. Nice.
A miscellaneous bag of goodies.
Yeah.
And you might want to, we'll look at that here shortly if you want to. The main feature, and then we'll get to that one if you want to do that.
All right. Oh, man. Oh, dude. This is sick.
Uh,
Thank you. Oh,
So
man.
that is one of the Sphexian figures from the Cosmic Legions wave.
Yeah.
And it's I forget the actual name of it. It's like
is
the
it Sphexian?
Sphexian prison guard.
Yeah.
prison guard, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the leader guy, but I don't have this one. That's awesome.
But now
I
you
appreciate
do.
it. Get me off the big screen. There we go. Oh man, this is so cool. This is the one I wanted originally when I was going to place the order, but I ended up placing the order for the red one, which I have here.
Hey, it worked out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the colors on the one that you just got. It reminds me of I'm in North Carolina, my old school Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that the prison guard has this really great sheen to it. It's got like an iridescence to the paint where it's almost like a color shift.
Right? Yeah, it does.
It's very insect-like.
So I dipped my toes in the Cosmic Legion world, and I kept a couple figures I'm using for customs, but I'm just so deep into G.I. Joe and Action Force and now Monster Force that I sold off most of them, and I had that. We were talking about doing giveaways.
Mm-hmm.
This is a cool figure. I think we'll give this one away.
Yeah.
So glad to see it's going to a good home, and
Heck yeah. Appreciate it, man.
yeah,
Oh,
man.
he's got a white gun and it's for this one. That's cool.
Yeah, as soon as that giveaway was over and I popped up the winner, I messaged Dustin right away. I was like, "Hey, which cosmic figures did you say you had?" And he named a few of them. I'm like, "Okay,
Right.
good."
nice.
Like I didn't say anything after that. I'm like, "Okay."
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
So yeah, no, thank
This
you
bag
again,
of
Joe.
goodies.
That's awesome of
Yeah,
y'all.
the bag of goodies is for me, and I'm trying to remember what I put in there. So I make slings for Action Force figures. So
Yeah.
there's several things in there. So I make slings for my Action Force figures. There's several different versions. I had some laying here on the table. I was like, all right, I heard you like Action Force, so I threw some slings on a couple weapons that I had, and I was like, all right, I'll throw those in. There's a Spider-Man effect that I make. I make it with gardening.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Covered gardening wire, and I've made those. So all you really have to do if you're a Spider-Man fan is pop the wrist off and put that loop over its wrist and put the hand back on, and you got a nice web sling. So
that is awesome.
I've been making those for a long time.
This is like the Todd McFarlane.
Yeah, that's
web
what
sling.
I was going for,
Yeah.
man. That's what I was going for. Is that wild, crazy turns and webs from the Todd McFarlane era,
and of course the awesome tech deck.
Yep,
from old school days.
He said you were a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, so I had to throw a board in there for Mikey. Mikey's my guy, my turtle.
Yeah.
So just stuff I figured I was like, man, he might enjoy this stuff, so I'll throw it in there.
I appreciate it, man.
And then there's a cape.
Yeah,
the wired cape. So I was big into DC McFarlane.
I thought you said cake.
No, cape. A cape.
Like, you said cake? Oh,
I'm Southern, so it might sound like something else. A cape, a wired cape.
Yeah.
So I was a DC McFarlane collector for a while. Actually, I'm selling every one of them. So
whoa, back up. Why?
It's not for me anymore.
Wow.
If I want DC, it's gonna be Mezco.
112s.
112. Everything's 112, except for my vintage GI Joe is 3.75. But I just lost interest in McFarlane. I just something about it I just didn't like anymore. There was several things that the cyborg figure where I had to get the Flash from Target exclusive and then it canceled and I couldn't get it. That was probably the straw that broke the camel's back, and
yeah.
I was out after that. And there's several other things, but all these different exclusives and platinums and all that stuff. I decided I was going to focus on my military figures and go that route. And so I'm selling all my McFarlane, and I've sold quite a bit at a very, very economical price for people. So they've got some good deals.
Hey, Christy.
But that was my Ra's al Ghul,
Yeah.
cape, and I figured you could.
That.
I figured you could use that with a Cosmic or with a Mythic Legion or with something. And I knew it would go to a good home. So
I love it.
Hope you enjoy it, man.
I do, man. I appreciate it.
That's really cool. Now, Trey, I know you just got some stuff. Y'all did a video, like, how long ago was that?
So we started at 8 p.m. tonight. We did a random live stream. I got my box today. I came home from work. It was sitting on the porch. I took it inside. I made dinner, had dinner with the wife, and then at 8 p.m. we sat down and I opened the box on stream.
So what you got scares the hell out of me because I think I'm gonna fall in love with these things.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
Yes. Be afraid.
A few of them.
Be afraid. Be very afraid for this line called Monster Force.
Man, let me get you up on the big screen here.
We actually interviewed Fresh Monkey Fiction a couple of months ago, I think.
Yeah, I saw y'all had Bill on. That's awesome, man. I was looking through. I need to go back and watch that, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. Probably while I'm eating lunch at work. Like, I always go sit in the truck and eat, grab me some lunch and sit there and watch something. So I'll try to catch that tomorrow.
Yeah.
But this is such a good line.
That looks amazing.
This head sculpt.
Phenomenal.
I mean, and the fact that this rotates down.
It's amazing.
It's not just one. There's another mask.
Very smooth.
There's another head sculpt in there. So I am just amazed at the accessories that come with these guys. You can build these. You can build this.
That's
line
definitely
out.
one I wanted.
You can build this line out however you want.
Yeah.
And there's different ports.
I dig the way that they did the face on that one. That's all I want to
say. And there's 3 heads with this one. There's I got them in a box back here. I boxed them up and kind of set them to the side and just left the figures open. But if you go watch the review, it's still there.
Yeah.
So I went to Joe Fest, and at Joe Fest we got these 2 guys.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the Dracula, which I haven't even opened Dracula. Alan opened Dracula on stream, so I still have to open Dracula now. But this blood version, it looks like blood, and it's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
So, and then this glow in the dark translucent version, and then the Forgotten King.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, just such a cool line. I'm getting more. I'm all in, then some.
Yeah.
So my wallet's light, but my wallet is light right now. But look at the packaging on this.
Perfection.
Yeah,
on the inside.
I like the comic feature for the inside cover.
Yeah.
And it shows you the entire wave down here. So I did something dumb. I didn't get the Sleepwalker Heavy Weapons or the Sleepwalker Obsidian Elite because I didn't realize that those were 2 different figures. So I had to go back and order them and release them immediately. So I got another surprise coming at the end of the week.
Wow.
But, I did get 2 of the the regular red Sleepwalker. So I have 2 of this guy, and yeah, I'm looking forward to learning some of the lore and understanding what goes along with Monster Force because I'm hooked.
Yeah.
So we got a request.
Uh-huh.
Someone's asking if you can hold up the Monster Force Delta Trooper with a G.I. Joe classified figure.
Okay. It's going to be a Cobra since they're right here within reach. So
Fair enough.
We'll pull a Viper. And we'll pull Delta Red.
Jeez.
Kind of try to get them side by side.
Yeah, that looks pretty compatible size wise.
Oh, they're definitely, definitely in scale with each other.
Yeah.
The one on your left, Trey, the bluish one.
This one?
No, the other one.
This one?
It's,
Yeah.
It's from where?
That's a G.I. Joe classified.
Okay, the classifieds. Got it. So that's Hasbro.
That's Hasbro, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Solo Center says, damn, they're perfect.
They are.
And they look so good.
they are so cool. This Declan Van Helsing, I love everything about this guy. There's a crossbow.
Oh,
that's just sick.
Mm.
The bullets.
I love it.
All right, here's a really cool detail. The bullets in the weapon are silver bullets.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. the bayonet on the rifle is a spike. It's not a bayonet. It's a right through the heart of the. It's a spike.
So how does
stake? It's really a stake on the end of a weapon.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you're partnering with some vamps. You want a little bit of, hey, stay in line, or I got you.
and just I don't know much about the lore, but I know that Declan he gets with Dracula, like raises Dracula or gets him back in, revived to where he can do things, and he's the one bringing these vampires into this battle to fight the Forgotten King. I'm excited for the story behind these.
Yeah. From what I know, that's kind of the gist of it. The Forgotten King is basically raising the dead, so he commands like this zombie army, and Van Helsing, being a descendant of the Van Helsing family, he was like, all right, well, I got a monster in my pocket here, so I'm calling out Dracula and his hordes.
And the funny thing is that the Forgotten King can zombify some of these guys, and
So I actually was going to ask you the same question Solo Center did. How do they feel in hand? Like, are they in solid? Hand,
they're very solid.
Do they feel similar to like a Joe or?
Yeah. Okay. So I have so many G.I. Joe. I would compare these more towards an Action Force.
Okay.
The new Action Force. If you have a new Action Force figure, the joints are a little bit smoother.
Okay.
These I did not have to heat once at all. No heat.
Oh wow.
No, and most of the time with something like this, especially a first wave, you expect to have problems. Now, I did have somebody in our stream say, keep an eye on some of the weapons for which one? One of the weapons, he said the tip it looked like it was easy to break off. The Red Nocturnal. And it had a kind of a thin tip. I think somebody had one break off. It looks pretty sturdy, but still be careful with it. But everything looks, it's great.
So that particular rifle, when that was in package, was it in like the blister bubble, or was it in like a bag?
So the rifles, the weapons, are in the blister pack.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and they easily pop out. Now the accessories, you know what? We'll just open this guy. on screen because I haven't opened the Delta Red. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't. You know what?
I know sometimes certain companies, whenever they mold these things for those blister trays, they can be so tight, and you have to really be careful removing stuff like that. It's almost beneficial to take like a knife and just cut them out to prevent from breaking them. So to know that they come out pretty easily out of these, that's kind of reassuring because I mean, I'm assuming that their accessories, their weapons, they're not very rubbery like
They're not. They're really good feel to them.
McFarlane's accessories, for example, his tend to be really rubbery.
Yeah.
There is a stand in each one of them and a baggie of accessories. Now, this figure, which is the Sleepwalker Crimson Moon, has
dang it
in the
wrong
bag
thing again.
There we go.
There's all these hoses. There's all these little like plugs for the backpack. This thing has tons of accessories. So here's the blister pack. Okay. So you have the head on the figure, an extra head.
Oh,
and guess
man,
what?
I love that.
There's a third head in the bag.
Oh, nice.
So
that's sick.
I mean, the weapon here, like I said, this is a little thin, so I'd be careful taking it out. Then he has a sidearm here. I guess that's a sidearm or just really like a smaller weapon, like kind of how the Joes have that smaller weapon with them, or a Cobra. So see if we can get this guy out.
Oh wow.
Oh, yeah.
So there's some breakable pieces on here, but in general,
So you do confirm that they are made out of a hard plastic, not a molded rubber.
they're not rubbery at all. And the wash and the color, look at the silver over
It's
that
insane.
red.
Yeah,
Look at the wash.
very
Look at the
detail oriented.
detail that they've put into it. Even on this handle right here,
Yeah.
you know, there's a
Oh, it's like brown,
it's brown,
actual
and then
handle.
there's like a silver rivet in it, like a rivet. So I mean, it's just amazing that this magazine doesn't come out because a hose goes into this hole right here.
Okay.
So like I have this one set up, which is the same one.
Ah, right. Yeah, it plugs into his backpack.
But then also this third head that comes with the figure, which I'm going to call the Red Shadows head. If you know what that is. Which a lot of people don't.
That would be one of those.
Okay, so Action Force, true Action Force from back in the day was in Europe. It was G.I. Joe, but it was the European G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Bobby Vala bought the rights to that and now has Action Force and Steel Brigade. He has parts of that, but not all of it. So the Red Shadows were the Cobra of the Action Force line, from what I understand. I don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah.
But this head has ports in the back.
Nice.
Which is super cool because all those hoses that came in here can hook to the backpack, and then they can hook into here.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there's got to be some kind of lore behind that of why they're being pumped full of juice for some reason.
Yeah.
Kind of Bane-esque, if you ask me.
Yeah, very.
A fun little feature.
So how do you keep the living dead alive? I guess is you pump them full of juice, maybe. I don't.
Juice them up.
It's all about circulation.
Yeah,
yeah.
Maybe so. Maybe he can control the liquid, and that's how he controls the the living dead, I guess.
Well, I for one am relieved to know that the accessories like the sidearms, the rifles, the weaponry are a stiffer plastic because I can't stand the gumminess of some of the things that some companies do with their accessories.
I guess people call it what durometer is the strength of the flexibility of the plastic, and from what I've always been told, the reason G.I. Joe is like that because it's rated for a certain age,
right?
And it has to be rated for that. And well, this doesn't have that restriction,
right? Technically, this is labeled as an adult collectible.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's the difference here.
So this backpack is really cool because you have a lot of detail on it, and you have all these ports, even in the top, even in the bottom. So a backpack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ports on it, and you have in the bag,
which unlocks the 5th hole,
all these hoses that are separate.
Ooh.
And different lengths.
Yeah.
And it's not just a end of a hose. It has style to it.
Yeah.
And there's 2 shorter ones in the bag. So there's, with one figure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hoses, all these different sizes.
Wow.
I mean,
that's insane.
That's insane.
it really is. And then there's an armband, which looks really cool. Armband.
Oh, that's cool. So you can like sort of distinguish.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Different.
Oh,
yeah.
It's like skull and crossbone.
Yeah.
and then all these little greeblies in the bag plug into the backpack with the hoses.
Yeah.
And you can cap off stuff you don't use. There's couplers. There's so much here. There's this super large coupler. I don't even know what that's for.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you can put it on top of the. Let's play with this a little bit and see.
Very modular.
Very modular.
I like that because then you can create whatever kind of look that you can imagine.
And they don't have to be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with today's kids' toys. They don't make them as modular as they used to when we were kids. And I've got all you guys probably by at least 10, 15 years. So that, the different types of module packs that we would get with all the different robot toys or the backpacks and the configurations were so much more elaborate than they are today. So that's why I guess all these collector toy companies have popped up to put out these newfangled versions of stuff that similar to what we played with as kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you just throwing stuff together.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is sweet.
And that's not even close to being done.
I mean, that piece fit perfect on top there.
Yep. Because this has 2 holes in the back of the head. You're going to come off of there with these.
Hey guys, give me a minute. I may lose you. Pop Van Zant, hit me up. If I drop out, I'll just jump back in.
All right.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Oh man, I'm in trouble with this line.
Yeah, I am.
So much trouble. I have a hard time keeping up with just the Legion stuff, and now this.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple of the Santas that they did from their Naughty or Nice line, and they're excellent figures. They feel great in hand. They're solid. They're not all hollow rotocast at all, and they move like a dream. I can only imagine what these are like. I'm just waiting for payday so I can pick up a couple. I got a feeling I'm going to be going back to that, dipping back in. Yeah,
right.
These, and then I'll get them.
And that was how quick I changed that out.
Jeez.
Yeah,
So
that's sweet.
That's nuts.
it's an insane line.
I
And
tried to do the GI Joe classified stuff, and they came out with so much so quick, and I didn't even see some of it in stores here. So I
Right.
was
yeah,
I don't know. I was actually in the planning stages of making some Joe customs with Marvel Legends and stuff pieces that they had available at the time before they even announced the classified line. And then when they
Right.
announced it, I'm like, why bother now? I just
So-
couldn't keep up with those. But like I totally dig monsters, and this one's just getting started, so I may have to focus on this one.
So I'll tell you that I was out on G.I. Joe Classified at first. I loved G.I. Joe as a kid. I was like, I can't start another line. I had all these Marvel Legends. I had all this DC McFarlane, a lot of Mezco, Action Force, just a ton of stuff. And I was just like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I watched the Snake Eyes movie, even though it's not that great a movie. But it that nostalgia came out of me. And I bought a Cobra Commander. I bought a Duke. I bought, early on in the line, and I just kept going. And when the Cobra Troopers came out, I started building my army. I started really going in on those, and I have a very strong army right now.
Well, yeah, to say the least.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Check out their channel. He's not joking.
This is Action Force. I call this the battlefield. So I took a shelf and I laid it out and I put a piece of foam on top of it. I have a 4 foot by 7 foot tabletop with a gaming mat on it that looks like grass. So this is what I call the battlefield. This is where I do all my setups. And I'm laying out Action Force right now. And so there'll be a video of that coming soon. But yeah, sorry to take over y'all stream and show off cool stuff, but
No,
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all letting me hop in and talk about it, man.
Yeah, that's what we're all about, man.
Yeah.
We dig toys.
I appreciate y'all supporting our stream as well. So Zombie, you're always there talking toys with us, so we really appreciate you.
Yeah, not a problem, man. As long as I'm able to tune in, I do it. My week is real chaotic, but what I end up doing is while my daughter is in like dance or something, or sometimes I'm driving back and forth and I've got the phone tuned in and I'm listening to you guys and I try to throw a comment whenever something happens, like, oh yeah.
So we're a fairly new channel, but we appreciate the support and we're enjoying it so much. And it's we got a stream Wednesday night at 8 p.m. So check us out. I will probably miss the first part. We're going to have Nikki Nicole from Savage Crucible this Wednesday.
That ought to be fun.
Yep.
Very cool. Hey, Trent, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you go to toy fairs at all?
So I went to Joe Fest this year. I'm going to Retro Toy Con in November. But I also am the co-founder of a thing here in North Carolina. North Carolina, we have a huge toy community. There's tons of stores here. And about 5 years ago, me and another guy named Ash, we started Ash Stroud. We started a toy community on Facebook called NC Underground Toy Swap. And what that is it's a Facebook group. We started at a toy store. We started with having a toy swap event outside, free to attend, free to set up. And we have those now. We've grown to 2,300 followers, 2,300 members of the group on Facebook.
That's crazy.
And we hold events all over in North Carolina. In North Carolina's laid out, it's a pretty big state, east to west. Yeah. And we have stuff in the Raleigh area. We have stuff down east. We have stuff in the Charlotte area and kind of in between in the Triad area as well. This past weekend, we had an event at Selfish Comics in Concord, North Carolina, and there was people set up outside. You bring your tent, you bring your table, you bring your toys, you set up, buy, sell, trade, and have a good time. Nice. Meet new people. And it's been a huge, huge benefit for me because I could get rid of the things I don't want and get the things that I do want.
Yeah.
And and trades are a big deal. Towards the end of the show, people's made some money. They're ready to spend some money, but they're also willing to trade a little bit. Hey, I got this. What do you got? Well, I need that. Well, we trade this for that. Sure. And it may not be about value. It might be about, well, I want this and you want this. So we're going to make a trade.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've done a little bit of that at a couple of shows myself.
And it's really, I think me and Abby were at a toy show. We were at it's a thing called Inside Pitch, which also happens in North Carolina. But, we're talking to one of our friends, James, who owns a toy store here in Hillsborough, North Carolina. And, I came to collect toys, but I ended up collecting friends.
Yeah.
And the same thing has happened here on YouTube with meeting you guys through Abby. And so I really have enjoyed meeting and hanging out with new people online as well as in person. So
yeah, see, Zombie and I haven't even met.
Yeah.
Ever. We're just
kind of on opposite ends of the continent.
Hey, that's okay though.
Right. So, but I mean, we still hang out and talk pretty much daily, if not, multiple times a day.
Hourly.
Yeah, hourly. Right.
So before in 2014 is when I got into comics again, and toys came from that. But before that, I played Battlefield 3, and Battlefield 4 on PlayStation. And I met some of my best friends came from that at the time, because we were on every night. We formed a gaming clan and we got together and played the video game and talked on a nightly basis, Yeah. And so there's more than one way to make friends, and online friends are great as well. So
yeah, for sure.
Oh, definitely. No, I couldn't agree more.
It's funny you say that, because I've been doing a podcast now for about 4 years with 3 other gentlemen called 3 Beer Men and a Beer Bird. And we're on the foxhole, pill.net. And we just joined forces with Madness Comic Network. And I've never met them in person, but we've had a mutual friend who's a podcaster who's met all of us, but we haven't met each other yet. And we're streaming every Sunday, 7 to 9 Eastern time. And it's funny. But you do look a little familiar, Trey, so I'm curious to know if you've ever been to New York City Toy Fair.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Because I did that for about 40 years.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been to Toy Fair. I do want to comment on your T-shirt, though. I am a martial artist of many years, and I studied Shotokan Karate and Wally J Small Circle Jiu-Jitsu.
No kidding.
And I have never seen anybody wearing a T-shirt of it.
That's amazing, because we just had his.
Know what it is?
We just had his son give us a seminar last week at our dojo. My sensei, Shihan Thomas Renner, is actually one of the original Ukis for Professor Wally J going back 40 years ago. So we learned from Professor Wally J's right-hand man, and now also his son. So, I just had a class tonight, and because I just got out of neck surgery, I got to be careful. I can't do any of the throws or the rolls, but we're doing all kinds of different small circle techniques. And that's I'm amazed.
I can talk about that for hours as well too. That was another one of my passions, was martial arts. So
we have to exchange numbers. I would love to keep in touch with you, Trey.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. And you said you're in North Carolina.
Yes, sir.
I have friends out that way, and I pass through when we drive down to Florida, which I'll be doing right after Election Day.
Nice.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I go down there, and she does art festivals when we're down in Florida. So,
Hey,
Figure Fight Club, what's up?
Fun point. Abby right now is in Jamaica with his wife on vacation.
oh,
He didn't join us tonight on the live stream because he's out having a good time, but he popped in here, which is cool. So.
I don't blame him. If I was in Jamaica, I probably wouldn't even be online.
right.
He's probably sitting on he's drinking a Mai Tai or something.
Some guys have all the luck.
To go back and answer where to go. Solo Center. It's not this podcast, but you want to go ahead and say
Trey, why don't you
share where you're at?
Hold up. If I'm in Jamaica, I'm not drinking, Mom. I'm not drinking, Mom.
What was that?
That was Pops Van Zandt, who popped in and popped out.
Right.
Yeah.
He does what I call a BAMF.
A BAMF, yeah.
He bamfs in and he bamfs out.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So no, Trey, why don't you give us the deets on your show? Where can we find you and what time?
Okay, so
he's 14 drinks in.
On YouTube, Action Figure Alliance, no space. On Instagram, The Action Figure Alliance, and then my Instagram is Toyamic Displays. So you can check us out there. If you go to The Action Figure Alliance, so there'll be an upside down triangle with 3 skull heads. That's our logo, and we're getting started. We're doing our 5th stream, so we're very, very new to this. But we had Laser Pants on last weekend from 3POA. Talk toys with him. But we're having a blast doing this. So
yeah, okay. So pull that up real quick.
So he dropped it in the chat.
Yeah. There you go. There's the link.
Thanks for the assist, Abby.
I'm gonna try and share screen real quick. I pulled up YouTube, so I just did the general search, The Action Figure Alliance.
Just
on Facebook, you're The Action Figure Alliance?
I am Toyamic Displays, and then on Facebook, you can find me there. And then I go by Trey, and then my last name, which I'm just not going to drop randomly online.
I just subscribed. So look, we run a whole network of shows, Trey. We have 25 different weekly shows on our network.
Oh, cool.
If you'd love or want to simulcast on our network to increase your reach, look, that's what we do. Okay. We help people grow their channels by bouncing fan bases off each other through actual networking, not I'm in your mailbox telling you how much I can do for you. I'm out here actually doing it, bro. So if you want to bring a show to the network, talk to Dustin, talk to these guys. They'll tell you we're legit. We're building something real over here, man. So
cool.
Yeah, and we're not just streaming YouTube. It's Facebook. It's X. It's now on Pilled. It's there's so many I can't even remember all of them.
Right.
We are on Facebook, YouTube, 2 Facebook groups, 2 YouTube channels, a Twitch, to Twitter, a Rumble, Pilled. We're all over the place. And I just opened up a TikTok so that we can post our show shorts over there to draw traffic back to the network. So
I started TikTok before we started this journey, and it's been a strange one. TikTok is it blew up at first, and then it just kind of leveled off. I'll definitely have to talk. I had to talk to the guys because I'm one of 3. I'm the skull with the army helmet on it. That's me. And then Abby is the luchador skull at the bottom, and then Alan is the robot skull because he's into big old stompy robots. So we all 3 collect some of the similar things but different stuff. So we're having a blast doing this.
Yeah.
We're building a network of all different kinds of stuff. I say for the things we love.
Right.
Okay. Whether it be comics, movies, action figures, I don't care. It's for all the things we love.
Nice.
We want as many shows as we can get. The goal is to go to Roku and build a channel for comic people, for pop culture people, just for us, nothing else, right?
Yeah.
For our people.
That's awesome, man.
It's people like you, okay, you're a little ways away from getting to monetization on YouTube.
Right. Yeah.
when we start the Roku channel, everybody gets a cut of the ad revenue generated by their show day one. I don't care if you only have one person watching. I don't care how many. There are no subscriber thresholds. There are no watch hour thresholds. Right. People start getting their money day one. Everybody's monetized. So, talk to your boys, man. You want to come join these guys and join the rest of the people in the network? We'd love to have you.
I appreciate that offer, man. I'll definitely talk with them.
And now I'm going to get out these guys' way again. Bye, everybody.
Later, Pops.
Bam! There he goes.
Bam! Yeah. In the purple cloud.
That's them. When you go to YouTube and you search the Action Figure Alliance, that's what you're greeted with right there.
Very cool. And Trey, if you get a chance, look up my old channel. Because I've been doing this a long time. I used to be Nerds in a Bar on YouTube. Nerds in a Bar on YouTube. And we would do streams after the Comic-Cons and the toy fairs. And we would invite the vendors to come join us at a bar for a beer. And then we talk shop. And you'll see a lot of that. We also did toy reviews, unboxings like we did here. And then, unfortunately, my partner decided to go woke and broke. So we kicked it to the curb, and it's still up on YouTube. He hasn't pulled anything yet. He was the tech person, and I'm the tech tard. So I let him do that. But now here at pill.net and with Madness Comic Network, we're trying, like Pop said, to build a channel that plays 7 days a week, 365 on Roku, which is where we're heading. So that's going to be interesting. That's where it's going to be.
That's cool. That's really
Nerds
cool.
on the road, yes. So, all right. So, Pops and I have been kicking it around. Something that I was going to do with my partner at the time with Nerds in a Bar was we were going to get a camper and go cross country and go comics show, toy show, comic show, just make our way across country and interview and review and talk to everybody. And that's coming. That's coming. Once we're on Roku, we get some sponsors to donate a vehicle to us. We're on the road, and we're coming to a comic toy store near you, and we're coming to a comic show and a toy show near you. So we're going to come visit you, Trey, and I need you to save me some of your Batman figures because we got to talk.
All right. Yeah. I'll have bins. I have $10 bins, $20 bins, and 20.
All right. Before we get off, you need to make sure you get my number because I gotta swap with you. I got stuff that I want to unload. I got so much stuff. It's not even. I literally have 4 storage units full of stuff.
Oh wow!
Wrestling figures. Oh my God! I got 138 varieties of Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle original figurines still carded. Oh, wow. That I would love to find one collector to just buy all of them. 138 figures. Take them all. One shot.
Tons of toy stores in North Carolina. Really. There's some great store owners. I can send you some information. So. Obby says wrestling. Yeah, Obby's into wrestling.
One. Yeah.
Obby's into wrestling. All right. So, right, make sure you get my number from Dustin and Zombie and get back to me when you can, and I'll start sending you pictures. Yeah, Dustin's got my number.
Got it. Right. Yeah.
Dustin's got my number. And please get in touch with me because I need to unload. I'm in the middle of a divorce and it's getting ugly.
Done that, my friend. Yeah.
It's getting ugly and it's getting stupid. But I'm 60 years old now and it's just getting stupid.
Right.
Yeah.
It should have been a lot easier than it is, and it's 4 years in already.
So let me ask you this: where are y'all located?
Long Island, New York.
Okay.
Ohio.
And I'm Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay. So all over the country. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I think Pops is what? Pops is in Michigan?
Michigan, yeah.
Yeah. So, and my partner's from Three Beermen. One's in California. Holly Weird. One's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He actually just sold his brewery. He was the owner of Penn Brewery. And then our fourth partner, the Hawk, he's out in Alaska. Right now he's in New Mexico with his mom because she's not doing well, but he normally spends his time in Alaska where he lives, semi off grid.
Right.
So, but we're located all over the globe, here in the United States. And we're all fanatical toy collectors, it's crazy.
You can see. I'm pretty fanatical myself.
Well, they've seen my office. It's a 15-foot wall showcase of all Batman from 60s to probably late 2018.
So you see the name Toyomic. That's toys and comics smashed together. I got a 7,000 comic book collection.
Wow.
7,000 strong comic book collection.
Gee,
And
I got 7,000 comics in the room I'm sitting in.
Yeah.
I know all about that shit. Yeah.
Bam.
Bam. Let me tell you a little quick story, Trey. 5 years ago, I had this little Facebook group with like 400 people in it.
Uh-huh.
Now, there were some notable people, Brian Polito, Greg Horn. I had some comic friends, right? Okay. When COVID shut everything down, when Emerald City went down, my whole life changed.
Right.
Okay. I had all these friends that had no tables to set up. They had no way to make money. They had nothing going on for the whole summer of 2020. I started doing a online Comic-Con.
Oh, that's cool.
It was called CromCon. We did it once a month for the whole weekend. It was one person after another, all weekend, right? And they'd come out and they'd show what they had for sale, what would be on their table if they were allowed to be at a table. You see what I'm saying? So we did that for 39 months.
Wow.
Okay, we did it once a month for 39 months. And then suddenly we got this idea that they don't really need us anymore. The cons are back, but the network needs to grow. And that was when the Roku idea became, and I started a beta test on YouTube. The goal isn't for me personally to be a YouTuber. Okay, it's just a beta test. Can I get enough people to provide consistent content that we can actually build a network out of this?
Right.
It's happening. Okay. People are signing up. I have had today, like this is what the weird kind of shit that happens. We have a show that is two characters from an RPG game. Okay. That kind of took on a life of their own. And now they interview comic creators. Okay, so we're in character as our RPG characters,
right?
Interviewing people. So we have Karen Needlemeyer, who is the ultimate Karen, and Dante Sinferno, who's just an old Tommy Chong type stoner dude.
He's not even supposed to be there today.
In character, right?
Yeah.
So today I'm on a show and I'm like, wow, I had this total epiphany. What if Pops became an interdimensional reporter and started interviewing people's characters?
Yeah.
So you got a comic book character, right? And I interview the character. You come out behind the avatar of your character and you go in character as your character. And I interview you about the world you live in, the lives you save, the horror you create, whatever, right?
So I made an action figure of my logo.
Yes.
And this came this weekend.
Oh,
that's beautiful.
I'm not going to put it on now because I got glasses on and a headset.
That's beautiful.
But this is my avatar.
See, that's great. Love it.
If you look at like
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's
so
exactly what
I made my action figure and I have it on the other side of the room, and I might just go get it. But this is my avatar.
It's perfect.
I'm a military collector. I love skulls. It's part of our thing. So
that's beautiful.
Yeah, his
first here. Only one person in my group seen this now. Albie, if he's watching, has. But yeah, that came this weekend. That's part of the Halloween costume.
Hey, I would love to interview you in character. This is what I'm talking about. Look,
Yeah,
I came up with this idea 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago on Monday Madness. I already got 5 people lined up that want to be on the show and come in character. That's the kind of out of the box kind of stuff that will make a network. That will make a network. We're trying to do stuff nobody else is doing, right?
I'll say this. The one of the reasons I wanted to get into this YouTube toy scene was I love about 8 p.m. After dinner, me and the wife, if we're not doing something, I'll come upstairs. She'll go in there and read, with the dogs or whatever. And I'll come in and watch Toy Tubers, 3POA, a Toy Kind of Mood, a Punk with Toys. I mean, I could just rattle them off and just keep going, I met, Dustin and Zombie here too, through Robbie. And the thing is I would rather sit and listen, talk about stuff I enjoy than watch some TV show.
Yes.
Right.
Yep. And, there used to be stuff, on TV that you could find about your hobby or about comics or about pop culture. And it's nothing like this.
Mm-hmm.
And, or like what we do. And, YouTube has been a big thing for me.
Well, yeah, for me too, but it wasn't like I said, it wasn't the goal.
Right.
It was the perfect place to do the beta test.
Right.
Because we'll get viewers, we'll get an idea of what kind of, what works, what doesn't. We'll get an idea of all that. We'll be able to show sponsors that, yes, we got consistent content every week. We're not going to let you down. There ain't going to be 3 weeks in a row where nobody's playing your trailer or whatever. You know what I mean? Your commercials are going to play daily. We're going to take care of you. Come help us build this damn thing. And that's pretty much what's happened ever since the idea started. Now, granted, we've had some people come and go, right? But you can only do so much for people for free.
Right.
You know what I mean? When they start becoming demanding of you, and it's like, we're not at that point yet.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to be part of what we're doing. You got to help us build it. If you want to be part of the result, you got to be part of the foundation. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, it's
working. I definitely know about that with NC Underground. We put a lot of work into setting up those events, and and people show, and they show up, and it's free to attend and free to set up. And we've packed out gyms, high school gyms. We packed out a high school gym twice. Nice. And we filled parking lots. Just had 400 or 500 people at an event outside. And we did all this through COVID too. Like, we were outside, so nobody, you didn't really have. People could wear a mask, do whatever they wanted to, but we were outside, so nobody could really say anything about it. Right. And but it, I love all this stuff. Talking with y'all, having NC Underground events would be a great show on its own. Yeah, it would.
Look, this is I go to Grand Rapids Comic Con and Holly Heroes Comic Cons. Those are the ones that are local to me. They're medium sized, small to medium, right?
Right.
But I'll go there. I'll walk the floor. I'll do interviews. I make an event out of it. We put all the stuff up on the channel. All the interviews. We put them all up on YouTube so people can see what we did. Yeah. But I've also at Savannah, Georgia, a couple of years ago, I tabled at Savannah Comic Con as the Madness Comic Network, and we did the whole show the whole weekend live.
Nice.
So we were sitting at the table interviewing people as they walked by. We were interviewing other vendors and other creators and everything. And that's, dude, this is the nerds on the road thing that Bruce and I are talking about. Right. We go table at a con and we broadcast all day and interview people all day. And then at the end of the day, we go to the bar with everybody and we do Nerds in the Bar, which is just Nerds on the Road, right?
Right.
And you go to the next con and you stop and maybe have an artist you take with you to a signing or whatever. And you just keep going down the road, stopping historical sites, whatever, right? Make a road trip out of it. And, you never know, something like American Pickers. right? Where you're filming all of it, where we stop, or what we're doing, the fun we're having, not just at the con or the bar or the LCS, but any historical site. Hey, we're on Route 66, guys. We're doing this and that, right? You travel the nation and you make the whole trip the show,
right?
Yeah,
That's really
not
cool.
just the destinations, but the journey.
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff we want to do. And Bruce was like meeting Christy from Flip City, and then Bruce and Cos and Hawk and Norm, the guys they're talking about from the Three Beer Men. Meeting that crew and meshing that crew with my crew was like a godsend, because it's going to bust us all into orbit.
So I'll have to. So as a admin and a co-founder, NC Underground stuff, it's hard for me to go and film stuff and make content from it, because I'm trying to make sure everything's running smoothly with my guys and with making sure things are set up and people have questions. I'm trying to sell stuff and trade and do all that stuff too.
That's what people like me for.
Yeah.
I come there and run the floor with the camera and do all that. You just that's what I'm saying. You do an event like that, you want us to come set up a table and broadcast all weekend, you'll be live all fucking weekend.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I mean? Would you do that with me, Bruce? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's a no-brainer.
So I'm going to take I'll take a nice video this Saturday, and we'll throw it up on the YouTube channel so people can see what an NC Underground event's about. So
yeah, do that.
I think people just enjoy walking around. So there's another TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube check out is Toy Scales, and that's a husband and wife team.
Yeah.
And if you ever look up Toy Scales and just watch some of their stuff, they do some toy hunting, and good folks, and they're just starting their YouTube journey as well. So with a podcast, but they're big on TikTok. So check those guys out as well. But I am an East Coaster. I got to get up super early in the morning.
I don't want to hear it.
And I have loved to talk with y'all some more. I really appreciate y'all having me on tonight.
You bet.
Dustin, I hope you enjoy that stuff you got.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Trey, before you go, if you can look at the chat.
I took a picture of it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I put my email address and my cell number in there, so you got it.
Awesome.
All right. Zombie, do the same thing, damn it.
All right, I will.
And then just send me a text, guys, so I know who's coming, who I'm talking to, because I don't answer the phone if I don't know the number.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
We got set up.
All right, Trey, thank you so much. Really appreciate what you showed us tonight.
Yeah,
thanks
really
you.
cool.
Pops, nice to meet you.
You
And
bet.
Zombie and Dustin, thanks for having me on. It's nice to be here for the second time.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
we'll have to get y'all on Action Figure Alliance and talk some toys.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Welcome to the Professor J Club.
Yeah, let's do some wristbands, man.
There you go.
Later.
Hat pins.
All right.
Dude, that's awesome. I'd love to bring them guys, bring their show in too, man. Anything, man. The bigger we build this thing, the bigger splash we're gonna make when we hit Roku, and that's really
Yeah, absolutely.
The bigger splash we can make, the better. I want to thank everybody that tuned in, Figure Fight Club, and who the heck that Soul Center, or what was that? What was that? Sop Center? What was his name? Solo Center. Okay. Solo Center. Thanks for tuning in. Christy and everybody over on Pilled. We love you guys. I did set up a raid for Amazon. So
very good.
Bruce, go tell them people we're coming.
All right. I'll jump in there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for having me on. I didn't have anything to show tonight, but Trey was a wonderful guest. Thank you for bringing him on and introducing me to him, because I got some business for him.
Yeah, they're really good guys. Their show is really well produced too. I gotta say, it's really good.
And it's called the
Action Figure Alliance.
Action Figure Alliance. The Action Figure. I screenshotted it when you brought it up, so I'll look for it if I have a problem. But thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you letting me join you guys tonight. That was a lot of fun. even though I'm still eating dinner.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
I
Well,
did have some. I'm sorry, Dustin. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What were you about to say?
I was just gonna say I did have some stuff to talk about tonight, but it kind of got away from us.
I'm not on no kind of time limit. You got 25 minutes before midnight. Speak, my friend, speak.
No, I promised my friend Travis with Omega Level Toys that I'd give him another shout out for his site.
Yeah.
He's actually offering up. That's their logo. They're offering up the skeletons for pre-order. Dustin, if you could bring that up for me. Yeah, there we
Nice.
go. So let me scroll down. So what he's doing for pre-order here on his is it's a payment up front sort of thing. This is a 4-pack now, so you don't just get one skeleton for this price. It's $99.99. I'm going to be ordering through him, even though I could just as well order from the Horseman, but I want to help support the for me it's local, but it's a small business, and small businesses always appreciate any kind of support that you can give them. So this set comes with a few extra heads, a bunch of hands, some accessories. It's a really great set. He's my recommendation. If you're going to order this set, get it from him. He would greatly appreciate the help. And he also got in the Wave 3 of Cosmics. That's the Tusk Pilot.
Yeah.
And Callian Shun. This one surprised me. That figure is really great out of package. I had them all out of package. I was going to show them. The Alatar Silovius? I don't know how to say that.
I like that one better. Oh, and my next two. Oh, I want those.
Let me scroll up. You mean this guy? Whoops.
Yeah, I like his red stripes so much better than just the normal head. That came in. What is it? Wave 2, maybe.
Yeah. That was the first release of that type of alien, and then this is the first of the Motu homage figures. Operative 88, of course, it's supposed to be Manny Faces, paying tribute to
Manny Faces.
The next one was Scourge, of course, is Whiplash. Massive figure. He's a big boy. And then you've got the Sphexian mine worker, which Dustin, you got the Sphexian prison guard. This one's a little bit different. This one comes with a few extra things. I know you love those little tiny arms that they come with. Well, he comes with 2 sets of them. And he also does come with a set of wings that come standard with all the Sphexian. So they don't have to have wings if you don't want them. This guy can have just 4 sets of arms like you see there. But he's got a ton of stuff in stock, ready to ship, ready to go. Help support a small business. These figures, this is probably the most solid wave of cosmic figures that have come out so far, and they are phenomenal in hand. Pictures do not do them justice. The boxed pictures that you see floating around at the conventions and everything don't do them justice. You have to get them in hand to really appreciate them.
No kidding. I was just looking at the one I got. I'm like, dude, this is insane.
Yeah, the paint job on that one is just incredible in person. Right. There's been no picture I've seen anybody ever take that captures that paint job to just how you see it with your naked eyes. It's incredible.
It's phenomenal.
I can't show you what it looks like because the cameras just will not pick it up.
Right.
It's when I said it was like a color change, kind of iridescent, it's in every sense of the terms I'm using there with that. It's incredible. It's like one of those very colorful bugs that you pick up sometimes, and depending on which way the light hits, that's kind of the effect that you get with that particular figure. And Omega Level has some of those in stock.
Yeah.
You just go. So I'm kind of on their homepage here. Let me scroll back up and navigate a little bit for you. Come on. There we go. So you go over to products, and then it separates it all here. You've got Four Horsemen Studios, which would show you everything from the Four Horsemen. You've got the Mythic Legions, and then you've got the Cosmic Legions. So if the Cosmic Legions are speaking to you right now, you can go there and just scroll down. At first, I thought, now the big green booger in the middle, I thought he was sold out of. He has one left. That is High Warden Slog. He is a huge figure,
Enormous
figure, and heavy. But
and Kragnar too. He's enormous too. But
Kragnar's big, but not like I don't know. High Warden Slog is like a ball of a figure. He's as tall as he is wide, and that's a first of his kind in the line. You could hurt somebody with this figure. It's so solid.
Perfect home defense.
But he's only one in stock. Seriously. But there's that Sphyxian prison guard I'm talking about right there. That one with that incredible paint job. Now, they all have incredible paint jobs.
Yeah.
I could go figure by figure. It would be an 8-hour stream if that was the case. That one in particular is just, you have to see that one in person to really appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's insane. And when I won that one from the Action Figure Alliance show, I was like, yeah, send that one to Dustin. I've got one. So nice. I don't really need a second one. I knew you didn't have it, and I know you like some of the Cosmic ones. I know you like the Sphyxians, so it was perfect.
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But if space isn't your thing, he does have some Mythic Legions. You just scroll over, you pick Mythic Legions. He's got a lot of great Mythic Legions figures. Now, that Scourge figure, this Arakagor character, it's the same base body. You get the dragon head with him and everything, but there's a few other, he's got like more medieval type armor on him. So if the whole space armor kind of sci-fi thing isn't really for you, here you go. You got another one. We're still in the year of the dragon, folks. These are excellent figures for the occasion.
Do it. I just wanted to say, well, okay, we'll let you finish this because that's more important. I just got off. My mind got sidetracked.
Well, no, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, speaking of being a good year, the 9 to 5 Warriors. It's fully funded. And they just dropped a new figure that like a stretch figure on the site, and it's called Slice Age. It's like a moldy pizza with pepperoni and mushrooms and stuff on it, and it's got like part like ice on his head, and it's just a fun little figure, and I think it's gonna be very cool. So I'm really excited about that. I just lost my head.
No, you're good. Trying to type it in and search, and I'm not spelling it right.
Slice Age.
Boy, one of these days I will learn to spell. No, but seriously, I know Travis, he would appreciate the support. I know there's a bunch of conventions coming up. Everybody's saving their money. Legion's Con's coming up. These are in stock, except for the skeletons. Now, the skeletons are a pre-order.
What?
So,
no skeletons?
Yeah. Those will be
Halloween, man. You gotta have skeletons.
So Bruce, you talked about wanting to offload some figures. I think you should hit up Omega Level Toys, because he's probably good to do some of that. Some stuff might be interesting in some of that stuff.
I would love to,
So I'm going to hop over here since you brought that up, Dustin. I just went to Kickstarter 9 to 5 Warriors, and there is that Slice Age guy.
Yeah. He looks so grumpy.
Yeah.
That's great. He's got a broken tooth at the bottom of between his legs.
God, disgusting.
He's got a pizza cutter for a sword. And what's the shield? Oh,
Yeah,
it's one of those tabletop trays
Yeah.
like kids used to fight over that keeps the cardboard from sticking to the pizza.
Yeah. You're right.
And some
And
mushrooms growing off
mushroom
the top.
We'll see
That's
if they
great.
give any of the other pictures. Yeah, there's the back view. So
Yeah.
he's
He's got runes all
Yeah.
over his like cave runes. Like I thought that was really cool. A nice feature.
Won't let me zoom in anymore. That's as close as I can get. That's great.
Used to kick footballs out of that. Set
It's beautiful.
the pizza tray thing upside down, kick footballs.
Yep.
Like we're
Yep.
hunting a football.
That's great. They fully funded. I know he was worried a little bit,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Not even a week later. It's not even a week later we interviewed him, and oh my God,
Yeah.
here we go.
Yep.
yeah,
Fully funded. I love that. That's great.
3 days ago. Maybe we
Nice.
should play that angle because like Brutal Realm was the same way. Like they hadn't funded yet at the time, and we were like, "Trust me, you got this. You got
Right,
this."
right.
So maybe we're a little bit of good luck, you know. Hey, come on our
Right.
show, do the interview, promote your stuff. You'll get funded.
Right. Heck yeah.
That's great.
All right.
We
I'll
had
have
a
to play
guy
that up
on
next
this-
time for sure.
we had a guy on Monday Madness earlier. He's gonna come out and talk about his upcoming project, right? His upcoming project. And then during the show he pulled a freaking ninja launch on us. We didn't promote it ahead of time. We didn't know he was gonna do it.
Oh wow.
Nothing, man. But look, sometimes you go outside the box and you just do what feels right, people.
Heck yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to run through all of them here, but they've got some wizards, some spell effects, accessory sets. There's some figures here that are exclusive to retailers only. These last two, Blue Hagnon, very Halloweenish. He's supposed to be a ghost. Glows in the dark. Glows really good. I've tested mine.
Good.
It's insane how bright it is whenever you charge it. You got the Liege of the Elite Elven Guard. That's like two figures in one. That comes with enough parts that and an extra head. You can actually make two different characters for this, and that's a steal. This is retail pricing here on all of this stuff.
Yeah.
But that particular figure itself, just because of all the parts that he comes with, should have been labeled as a deluxe figure at a higher price point. It's crazy what you can do with this one figure, that one purchase, and you can change him up so much to make two distinct looking characters. And then if you really get into it even more, you can mix and match all those parts to come up with even more combinations. Customize to your heart's content.
Heck yeah.
You don't even have to paint anything. It's crazy the stuff that figure comes with.
It's beautiful, man.
All this can be yours if you go to omegaleveltoys.bigcartel.com.
Yeah, and if you go get something and there's a comment section during checkout or whatever, tell him Zombie sent you. That way he
Heck
knows that I'm not just BSing. Because his schedule's like mine. It's crazy. I'm still trying to get him on the show to come on so we can help talk about his stuff.
And see, but that's the whole thing, though. We've done like scheduled a countdown for somebody, like they're gonna come out for the last hour of their campaign and help them promote it, right? But then dude's in the hospital. We don't just leave dude hanging. We still go out and do that countdown and tell everybody this is the last hour. You got this, your last chance. Come get it. We don't leave our people hanging, man. That's that's part of what being part of the network is. You got people got your back. You got people that are going to pick you up when you're down. Dustin has been invaluable to me at times when I needed somebody to pass admin to somebody, or just whatever. You got to have people that are part of your crew that got your back. That's how this whole thing grows. And it doesn't matter if you're in toys. It doesn't matter if you're, just a YouTuber. It doesn't matter if you're in comics or whatever. Networking with other people, bouncing your fan base off their fan base, getting people like Zombie to talk about your toys on his show, right? This stuff is all part of the expansion. Basically, the expansion of your fan base. You gotta work at it, guys. I bust my ass, man. I'm out here every day. Everybody knows it, from morning till night. I went to the doctor this morning. I got home. I went right to work. I didn't feel like shit. I'm taking the day off. I don't, even when I feel like shit, I'm out here doing what I gotta do because I want it to be successful, not just for me, but for everybody. I want this network to take off. And when you come out here and show people's toys, you got a bunch of people going, yeah, man, I want those toys. And we get to the point where we can play Roku ads that are specific to people's shows. You see what I'm saying? All this stuff will come together. Oh, we got Bruce's back. Hold up. All that stuff will come together.
Speak of the devil, the time scale shows up.
Oh, yeah. He always comes in late because he's on the West Coast.
Yeah. So is this right? You're actually going to get interviewed by him tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's cool.
Sometimes that happens where people want to talk to me about me and not about them. But hey, I laid the groundwork for this. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I come out and I promote people, and I don't really care what I'm, what genre or what, you're promoting. You got something that for all the things we love. The madness is for all the things we love. Don't care. I don't care if it's RC cars. I don't care what it is. You want to bring your action to our network, hit us up. If you're on Pilled and you can't find me, talk to Bruce. It's like he'll put you in contact with Koepp, whatever. This thing is going to grow. I don't have any slowdown in me, guys. I just don't.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. This past Wednesday, I went on Whatnot with Omega Level Toys, and we were only supposed to have supposed to be from 6 to 8, and we went until 10 o'clock because we just kept talking. I mean, I had a bunch of these unboxed and showing all the accessories and stuff.
Oh, that's beautiful, dude.
Love it, dude.
Yeah, no, this one's insane. He's got this one. It's in stock. He's got all these cool little cybernetic parts to him.
Now, that was another thing that you said, Whatnot. Okay. And Bruce and I have been talking about turning the show offs into an auction type show.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Sell stuff. I want to sell stuff. Bruce wants to sell stuff. But Whatnot is something I don't know a lot about. I did interview one of the guys who started it way back in the beginning, but I don't have time to follow and see what's going on with everything that I talk about or everybody that I interview. But Whatnot seems to have taken off, and Bruce, that might be a outlet for us to build our show around.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm game, Pops. I am more than ready.
So we might be coming to you to hook us up with the Whatnot guys,
Yeah, no, Whatnot's very much it's a live auction, live stream kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
You have people that can bid on whatever it is that you're offering at that time. You can also list stuff ahead of time. You can list stuff as like a buy it now instead of an auction type of thing. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do with it. It's an amazing platform. I'm blown away whenever I'm there with Travis and watching him do all the stuff because he's got all kinds of things going on the screen.
Yeah, I definitely want to set up a live auction stream there where me and Bruce and Dave can unload our stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and you can do it from behind the camera, or you can do it in front of the camera. It's however you want to set your. It's like however you want to do your stream. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
all right, so basically, I want some contact info. That's what I'm getting at. Tell me
Okay.
who I need to get with, and then me and Bruce can go to work.
Knock down some doors and ring some phones.
But
Yeah.
for me, it's like everything we make right now, anything that I make personally is just going toward the Roku. So if
Yeah.
I can get out here and sell some of this shit I don't care about,
Yeah.
you know, make a little more room here, less stuff I gotta move when I move. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Oh, yeah.
I need to personally be a big part of the financing of what I'm doing. I can't just like sit here and beg everybody else to do it for me or help me do it. I got to put in something, you know, not just my time, which of course I got 5 years in already. It's not like I ain't done nothing, but you know, I'm sitting here going, man, I got a whole bunch of stuff that I could sell and be pitching in on this too. I just don't have, like, I hate eBay. eBay ripped me off. I hate eBay. I won't use eBay. We do tell people on Sundays, yeah, this stuff is for sale, but it's like I'm not real good at the auction show. I'm not Henri. Henri kicks ass. Okay, he knows what he's doing in that live auction. Okay, he's smooth as hell with it. I ain't that guy, you know. Like the auctions we get, this is what happens. Okay, it'll be all of our friends, and somebody will bid on something, and then nobody will want to bid against them. So it's not an auction, it's a sale, right? And everybody's getting shit for bottom dollar. It's like we can't do it that way.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's what happens. It's a bunch of friends and nobody wants to, oh, you want that? Okay, you can have that. I won't bid against you. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I love you guys, but man, come on.
Yeah. No, it's with Whatnot, it's almost like I mean, it's worldwide, so anybody that can search you and follow you and that sort of thing, you know, they can you know, either choose to buy or not to buy, to bid, not to bid, whatever, you know. So it all guess it depends on your advertisement outlets, you know, who you let know, hey, we're doing this whenever, you know. So you kind of want to branch out and get, you know, outside of the friends group, hey, come buy some of our stuff.
Yeah, that's the whole thing about expanding to new networks, okay, which is one thing I'm trying to do is bring in new fans, new fan base. But at the same time, when you're doing that Whatnot thing, can you broadcast it anywhere you want? Do they have a channel that you have to broadcast on? You know what I mean? I'm not sure how that part of it works. Because if I can throw it out to 8 destinations with one general place where people go to bid, I'm going to get it in front of a lot more people, right? Than if I can only do it in like one place, you know? So there's questions I have about it, you know? But definitely want to go somewhere that's established as an auction place to start, because that way people will know, you know, these guys are here to sell stuff, and maybe we'll pick up some of them other fans from Whatnot that aren't gonna just let my friends walk away with shit. You see what I'm saying?
Well, now everybody's looking for a deal. I will say that now.
Well, yeah,
for sure.
But I mean, if you've got something good, like really good, like if you've built up your following and people tune into your shows or whatever, they'll go back and forth on it. So the way the bids work is you can have it as sudden death. They call it sudden death bidding, where it doesn't matter how many times somebody bids on it, it's a certain amount of time that you have to bid on it. Most of the time, though, most of the time it's open. It's just open bid. So if somebody bids on it, it restarts the clock. There's like 15 seconds, and that gives
that's what I expect out of a
that's right. So every time somebody bids on it, it adds that, it restarts the clock on it. That way, in case somebody's like lagging behind or something, it gives that 15-second window. And sometimes you'll get a couple of people, they go back and forth bidding on stuff. You know, it depends on who's got more money, who wants it more.
Right.
For sure.
You think I got some stuff
Yeah,
you think I got some stuff that people might want?
Oh yeah.
All right, I don't know. That looks like something I take into the bathroom with me.
Not that one. Not that one. You ain't.
No, he knows I'm against getting fecal material on the comic books. I do not take comic books.
Yeah, I've dealt with enough fecal material this past weekend.
That's what the phone and the iPad are for. You take that's when you PDF when you're on the toilet. You PDF on the toilet. You do not take these in the bathroom, guys. You
don't put those things up to your face after you do that. You know.
Oh.
Boy, that got derailed, didn't it? I'm so good.
So I will say I am going to keep beating that dead horse about Omega Level Comics until we start seeing movement there and y'all start buying stuff from them. Whoever's watching,
there you go.
You're gonna get sick and tired of listening to me promote them. They're not paying me in the least. I'm just trying to help out a friend, a small business owner.
Right.
And I'm trying to put some cool toys into y'all's hands. Y'all just don't understand,
look,
you know.
Look,
you're hooked on that massive produced stuff from Hasbro and Mattel and all that.
It's that time of year.
People don't care about you.
It's that time of year. It's time to buy gifts for people. Are you gonna buy them the crappy Superman thing that's gonna break at the knees like the one I got last time? The knee broke. It's like you gonna buy somebody some crappy stuff, or you're gonna go to some indie people that really know what they're doing.
There you go.
And get some toys for your kids that are gonna be cool. All right.
These things.
I said something about Superman. Bruce is like,
you ran him off. I just look at the colors on this one.
Unbelievable.
This is that Many Faces tribute.
It's beautiful. That's what I'm saying. People
just look at the.
This is the hardest time of year for indie creators, no matter if it's toy creators, comic creators, or whatever. It's the hardest time of the year for them.
Yep.
Help them out. Buy a gift from an indie creator for one of your friends. Just one. Buy one gift this year from an indie creator for one of your friends or one of your kids, somebody, at least one, guys, at least one. That's beautiful.
Love it.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
This is him. This is what's under the robes. So
he's naked.
Is that Resident Alien?
No.
No, but it could be.
Just like it, huh?
It looks like Resident Alien. It just needs an extra set of arms.
That's awesome.
I saw someone post this comment. I want superpowers to have actions in them again. And I agree, because I remember
that's right.
You used to have a magnet in the ring. And if you get it too close to...
Wait a minute. Whoa. That wasn't superpowers. That was not superpowers. That was Toy Biz that did the knockoffs of superpowers 20 years later. Or 10 years later.
I don't know about that.
Toy Biz had Superman with a ring, a kryptonite ring, and it was a magnet in his chest and a magnet in the ring. When you put the magnet up to him, he pushed backwards.
He would shake, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was the knockoff superpowers figures by Toy Biz.
You see this guy right here?
Oh.
He's got magnets in the palms of his hands and the bottom of his feet. And
nice.
You can stick him anywhere, dude. You can stick him anywhere. I love
I remember that one, yeah. I was just going to say, this guy, he's as big as my head. That's how tall this one is. But yeah, no, like right there, I've got a Spider-Man now. I put the magnets in his feet myself, but he's chilling out.
It's funny. I would hang him from the ceiling fan, and the kids would walk in and they'll see him spinning around.
Some strong magnets.
Hey, long time ago when my son was little, I had the whole living room decked out with Star Trek. You know how they had the Star Trek Hallmark tree ornaments.
Yeah.
I had a complete space battle set up in the corner of the room with the space behind it, and all the ships all squared off like they're gonna fight and everything, and fishing line going across the room with Spider-Man. He's forward and backward, he's like letting go of one and shooting the other, and you know what I mean? It's like I would do shit like that just to freak the kids out, come home from school and do what my son would be like, oh, that's trippy. Something different,
Yeah.
Always doing something different with the decor. Always. Look, this comic shit, it's been part of my life pretty much all my life. Okay. There's nothing better to share with grandkids, with kids and grandkids than toys and comics, guys. It's better than a tablet. It's better than, come on, man. Yeah, the TV, the great babysitter. No, fuck that. The TV is a bad influence.
Mm-hmm.
Give these kids something to do, not something to watch.
I'm trying to be a bad influence here too. So
But you know what I'm saying? It's like give these kids something to read, something to do, not necessarily just always something to watch.
I like those
Get
colors.
them off that board, man.
No,
Hell,
boy.
I can't even imagine who I would be today if they had tablets and internet and shit when I was a kid.
Probably would have been a YouTuber.
Better late than never. So I was gonna say about your idea for your show about going cross country and everything. You're calling it what now? Nerds on the road? Or?
Nerds in the van, I think.
I think Nerds on the Road would be.
Nerds on the road.
I was gonna say riding nerdy.
Hey, nothing's in stone, bro. Nothing is in stone.
I mean, that's an easy mod to a song that you
Gotta
can
catch me
make
riding
a theme.
nerdy.
Mhm. Yeah, that would look kind of funny on the side of the bank, on the side of the RV too.
Yeah. Wait, man, maybe
You're muted,
maybe
Bruce.
Weird Al.
We would have to be careful. We'd have to be careful, and we'd have to get Weird Al Yankovic to approve it.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, we need to writing nerdy would need to come from Weird Al. I mean, he parodied.
Oh yeah.
He parodied a song, so maybe we could lift it. I don't know. It's a tough call.
We can always.
I was immediately thinking riding dirty, like you were referring to it. And I'm just like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. And it's just like, oh wait, there's also the parody riding nerdy.
I got the idea though. Here's the idea. What you do is you invite Weird Al to ride with us to go to his next show. So like he's in St. Louis and his next show is in Chicago. We will give him a ride and we will record the whole freaking ride and everything we do and everything and riding nerdy with Weird Al, baby.
That's great.
Dude, look, ideas is all I have, guys. I give them freely to people all the time. Sometimes I come up with one and I want to use it myself.
Hey, you know what? The greatest things come from just people talking on YouTube and on podcasts. One of the greatest films ever, in my opinion, is Tusk, which was born on a podcast, and it's just, I don't know. It's
a weird ass film.
Smith movie. Yeah,
it's a weird ass film. Justin Long, man. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh it's god!
Weird. And also the Moose Jaws that they also were going to. I don't think it's been produced yet or even really talked about it more. But it's basically a big ass moose, and he goes on a wild killing spree. Well, apparently, if the testicles get injured on a moose, they become hyper aggressive. And so that's what the premise they were going with when they were talking about this movie. She's like, oh, I wonder if, but aren't they kind of like, chill? And then they looked up, oh no, they're not chill. And especially if they get, gouged in the nards and whatnot. And it's just like, oh. And their antlers grow like an insane amount. That I think that was the key, that the antlers grow like grotesque.
So here's
features.
something fun about moose that not a lot of people know either, is they can dive. They can swim.
Yeah.
They can dive, okay? Imagine being a scuba diver. You've gone down into some lake or whatever, and then you come face to face with a fucking moose underwater. I mean, no one expects that.
Pitch that to Kevin Smith. I'm sure he'll run with it.
Right. Kevin Smith just doesn't. He obviously listens to our podcast, so I mean, he's probably he's probably already on it.
Religiously,
everybody listens to us. Everybody.
Oh man!
All right,
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It's already after midnight. The bewitching hour here. And one quick thing I just want to show you guys. I don't know if I showed it to you the last time, but I just started doing more work on his hair to make him look more Donald Trump-esque.
Looking good.
So trying to get that whole thing going.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I still got a lot of work to do. And I need to find that modeling clay you were talking about, Zombie.
Man, look, I'm sitting here. I'm doing this to my screen on the computer going, why won't it change? Like, you dumbass, you're on your computer. Trying to get your contact info here, Bruce, and I'm
Yes,
botching
please
it.
do. Just screenshot it with your phone like Trey did.
Oh no, I'm not on my phone. I just took a picture of it.
All right, that works.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to bounce. Thank you very much for allowing me to join you again tonight. And hopefully next weekend. I've got some stuff I've been putting aside to show you guys, so we'll work on that next week.
All right, cool.
Yeah, for sure. Right. I'll try and get you in touch with Travis so that because he buys like bulk collections.
I need to get rid of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I'll get you in touch with Abby too on that wrestling stuff because he's like the big wrestling fan over there. So
cool.
Yeah, for sure. But thank you to our viewers. Thank you for the participation in the comments. I know sometimes some of them slip by, but give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, turn on your notifications, turn that bell on so that you know when we go live.
Heck yeah. All right. Well, until next time, Thunder Nerds, ho!